Hi guys, so let's take a look at everything a bit more closer. We're going to start here with the player cards. Obviously, as you know, colour-coded, so every red player has the red player card. You will have the red exterminator and the red queen and the red tokens, so everything is colour-coded very well. And the cards themselves, you start at the very top with the name of the beasts or the pests you're after. Then this top part here has any special abilities that each player has. As you can see here compared, each player does actually hold different abilities they can use. Down the bottom here you have your turn orders, so you can glance very quickly and remember how the game works. And then you have your available actions, so once again at a glance you can see exactly what it is each player can do for how many points. Okay, so next we're going to have a look at the player spawn cards. Now these get built into the house and they have to be put down on or after the third turn, which we'll get into more detail when we look at building the house. As you see, once again colour coded, so for the green exterminator, for the orange exterminator, and so on and so forth. All got very nice artwork on there which does depict the certain bugs which live and spawn in these rooms. All of the spawn cards will have 4 doors all the way around, which once again you build other rooms off. In here we have the start card, which gets put down in the centre of the board, and on here you have, well, we'll start down, left, up and right. So wherever you're sat around the table, if it says you move your queen down 1, obviously that is the direction. So it's not your down, it is the direction that this card is laid, is your down, left, up and right. And I'm saying down, left, up and right because that is the order it goes in. When you spawn down as the first, left as the second, up as the third, right as the fourth. So it always goes in a clockwise rotation, starting at down. And now onto the room cards themselves. These get dished out to each player for building the house. And you get different cards. Some have 4 doors going off them. Some will only have 2. Some will have 3. There we go. There's one with 3. Now, when you build a room, let's start with a 4-room there. You cannot obviously put the card next to that with no adjoining doors. They would have to go that way. So you cannot have a door leading onto a wall. Same as over here. You could not. So let's slide that down. You could not place that card, let's get that in focus, there, because there is no door, so you would then have to come off, once again, off of the top there. So that is when it comes to building the house, how you'll have to lay the cards down. Okay, so next up, we have the toolbox cards, which each player starts with 4 toolbox cards when they're dealt out. And the cards either help you or hinder your opponent. The way to tell the difference is mainly by reading the description on the card. So this one here would unseal another player's closed nest, which has got a skull and crossbones. And you've got a zap, exterminate up to 3 pests in any room, and that is a defense. So that would obviously help you, so you would kill your own pests with a shield and skull and crossbones to hinder your opponent. Here we have the player tokens, which obviously would be stood up like that, and the queen, which once again stands up like that. Colour coordinate again, so you know exactly which is your queen. And here we have the pest token, the seal token, and the trap token. They're exactly what they say on the tin. The seal token is you can play an action point to seal up your nest. The trap token you lay in a room to trap all of the pests in there, and these are your actual pest tokens that you play with. And here obviously we have the supplied dice, which is a standard D6, and the queen dice, which will have written on there the directions, DLUR, and you also have, where are they, a P and an S, which we will explain what they're all about in the rules in a minute.